Imagine building a company that powers the future, not just of technology, but of humanity itself. Now imagine doing it while almost everyone underestimated you. This is the story of Jensen Huang, the man who took NVIDIA from the world of gaming graphics to the very core of artificial intelligence. But here's the twist. Jensen didn't just ride the AI wave. He built the surfboard decades before the tide came in. In the next minutes, we're going to uncover how Jensen Huang saw what no one else could see, how he turned a humble GPU company into the trillion-dollar backbone of the AI revolution. You'll learn the hidden frameworks behind his leadership, how his immigrant mindset became his superpower, and how his obsession with building the future before it's ready rewired the entire tech industry. By the end of this episode, you'll understand why NVIDIA isn't just a company, it's a prophecy fulfilled. Jensen Huang's journey begins far from Silicon Valley, in Tainan, Taiwan. Born in 1963, he emigrated to the United States with his family at a young age. Like many immigrants, he carried a dream, but also a burden. The silent pressure to prove himself in a world that often didn't expect him to win. In Kentucky, young Jensen was sent to a boarding school that was once a reform institution. He often tells the story with a mix of humor and reflection, how sharing a dorm with troubled kids taught him grit, adaptability, and resilience. These early lessons would later shape the DNA of NVIDIA itself, a company built to survive chaos, pivot under pressure, and innovate when others crumble. After earning his degree in electrical engineering and then a master's from Stanford, Huang began his career at LSI Logic and AMD. But by age 30, he made a radical move. In 1993, with two colleagues, Chris Malachowski and Curtis Preem, he founded NVIDIA. Their mission? To revolutionize computer graphics. But few realized how far that vision would eventually go. Let's rewind to the mid-1990s. The world was obsessed with PCs and gaming consoles. GPUs, graphics processing units, were considered niche tools for visual effects and video games. For investors, NVIDIA was a risky bet. The company almost went bankrupt several times in its early years. Competitors like 3DFX, ATI, and even Intel seemed invincible. NVIDIA was the underdog, fighting for scraps in a crowded market. But Jensen Huang wasn't building for that moment. He was building for the next one. While others focused on selling chips, Huang was thinking in systems, in architecture. He saw the GPU not just as a tool for rendering pixels, but as a universal engine for computation. Back then, that idea was almost heretical. CPUs were the brains of computers. GPUs were sidekicks. But Huang believed something profound. The future of computing would be massively parallel, not serial. He bet the entire company on it. When NVIDIA launched CUDA in 2006, a platform allowing GPUs to perform general-purpose computing, the tech world barely noticed. But quietly, something extraordinary began to happen. Scientists, engineers, and AI researchers discovered that NVIDIA's GPUs could accelerate machine learning models by orders of magnitude. Tasks that once took weeks could now be done in hours. And then, the AI revolution began. To understand Jensen Huang's genius, you have to understand one thing. He doesn't chase trends. He builds platforms. When everyone was fighting over market share, he was designing ecosystems. CUDA became the foundation of modern AI. Every major AI model today, from ChatGPT to autonomous vehicles, relies on NVIDIA's technology. But Huang's brilliance goes deeper than technology. It's psychological, philosophical, even artistic. He once said, "Every company is now a software company, and every software company will become an AI company." That statement wasn't a prediction, it was a warning. Huang's leadership philosophy blends Eastern discipline with Silicon Valley audacity. He operates with what insiders call strategic paranoia. He's constantly reinventing NVIDIA before the world forces him to. He doesn't fear disruption, he preempts it. Take 2023, when NVIDIA announced its transition from being a chip maker to becoming the world's first AI factory builder. Huang's metaphor? Data is the new raw material, AI models are the product, and NVIDIA is the machinery that manufactures intelligence itself. That's not marketing. That's empire building. And yet, amid his technical mastery, Huang remains profoundly human. He credits his team relentlessly, speaks with humility, and often jokes about his own failures. He once said, "We're always 30 days from going out of business, because the moment you stop innovating, you're dead." That's the NVIDIA way. Let's break down how Huang's philosophy translates into real-world success. Case 1. Gaming to AI. NVIDIA's dominance in gaming GPUs created the perfect R&D loop for AI. By serving gamers, they funded the technology that would one day serve neural networks. The gamer became the investor, unknowingly fueling the AI boom. Case 2. Autonomous vehicles. When the auto industry sought to build self-driving cars, NVIDIA was ready, with its Drive platform. Suddenly, the same GPUs that rendered lifelike dragons in video games were rendering reality for machines. Case 3. Data centers. Today, cloud giants like Amazon, Microsoft, and Google are powered by NVIDIA's chips. These aren't just servers anymore. They're AI factories producing intelligence at scale. And every one of them runs on Jensen's vision. Case 4. Generative AI explosion. When ChatGPT and diffusion models exploded in 2023, NVIDIA was the silent winner. Demand for GPUs skyrocketed. Huang didn't just sell hardware, he sold the picks and shovels of the AI gold rush. This is why investors call NVIDIA the most important company in the world. Because without it, the AI revolution simply wouldn't compute. So what can you learn from Jensen Huang? 1. Build before it's obvious. Don't chase trends. Anticipate them. Create what the world will need 5 years from now. 2. Think in systems, not products. Build ecosystems, not items. Products can be copied. Ecosystems can't. 3. Stay paranoid. Stay creative. Comfort kills innovation. Huang thrives in discomfort. So should you. 4. Embrace reinvention. The only constant in NVIDIA's story is change. Reinvent yourself before the world does it for you. 5. Lead with vision, not fear. Fear is short-term. Vision endures. Huang didn't just build a company. He built a lens through which we now see the future. Jensen Huang's story is more than a tale of technology. It's proof that the future rewards those who dare to imagine it early. From a Taiwanese immigrant boy cleaning restaurant tables to the CEO of a trillion-dollar empire. His life is a masterclass in belief, endurance, and reinvention. He once said, "If you're not humble, the world will humble you." And yet, it's his quiet confidence that changed the course of computing history. So next time you use an AI tool, remember, behind those algorithms, there's a man who dreamed decades ahead. That's Jensen Huang, the hidden genius who reshaped the future, one GPU at a time. Stay curious, stay relentless, and keep thinking beyond the obvious. Because as Huang proved, that's where the real revolutions begin.